get it for you. Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are with Mr. Dave DHR Street Speed in the Mclaren 720S. So run us through it. What's the lowdown on it?
It's good to have you. Alright, so this car is 710 horsepower, doesn't weigh anything, and so it's going to surprise you when you really want to hit it. So we'll just step into it, we'll kind of roll into it slowly. We'll get out on some country roads so you can feel it where it behaves best, and that's out on the corners. The brakes on a McLaren are different than any other of the cars in the collection. They're really meant to be track brakes, so as you lean into them, they act like they're not working. And it's really just to do weight transfer to get the car transferred forward for a corner.
Yeah.
But they quickly become serious. So as you step into them more, they really do start to grab. So it's really strange because it feels like they're not working, and then all of a sudden they kick in hardcore. So you'll feel it. And when we transition like over to the Viper or the Camaro, you'll really that's when you'll really notice it.
Difference.
Yeah.
Do you know how much it weighs?
I don't, but it's probably
Gotta be like
3,000.
Yeah, like low 3,000s.
Yeah, 3,100.
So we'll get it started here for you guys. And yeah, we went on this road last night. It's got some sweet curves too. We took the Viper out there. It was awesome. You can't beat these roads.
Press hold.
That's the coolest thing ever. The flip.
Yeah, that's crazy. Press the brake like you mean it. Press and hold. You're good. Now down over on this side.
The parking brake.
Yeah, push it down. You're good. R. Yeah. Stupid seatbelt.
We gotta buckle up for safety on this one. Travis is on no sleep right now.
I don't know how he does it.
He's looking like a fool. So, Dave's crazy ass wanted to put it in track mode. Man, it was spinning.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah, once you're in track mode, you have
full control.
You are on your own, as they say.
Holy shit. Oh man. Wow, I couldn't have got that squirrely.
It gets squirrely fast too. It's just
crap.
That power to weight ratio is so off.
Man.
And you just followed on around here.
Shit. That is unreal.
Yeah, they actually tell you, McLaren tells you not to put it in track mode because there's so few people. You just get in trouble so
you gotta
quickly.
know when to let out. Surprisingly, it stays pretty straight though. The back end just kind of kicks a little.
I think it's because all the weight's in between the axles, and you know, I mean, but when you do get it loose, you can get in trouble quick.
Yeah, you gotta pedal and get out. And it holds in third though. God, it's so smooth. The sound is unreal. These are like European roads.
Right. Right, exactly.
You get someone a heart attack, man. That exhaust when you downshift, oh my god,
yeah,
it sounds so good.
A nice pop.
Oh man, that sounds so good. You can't replace the
told you, once you've driven this one kind of hard, you realize.
Wow. We're spinning third that time.
Yep. And so Crazy Dave's gonna put you back in sport now.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's why McLaren tells you don't do that.
This is cool. The screen was flipped down. That's awesome. That's so cool.
No, it's an amazing vehicle.
Wow. That's unreal. Dave, you're crazy, man.
Nobody should drive it, right?
What'd you say? They said the only 5 people in the world.
Well, that's the joke. Is there's like 5 guys who can really drive it full on in track mode, and you ain't one of them, is what I was told. So
I gotta check my list.
that's,
here.
that's right.
Someone call McLaren. Definitely put my seatbelt on when Dave's driving. Oh man. This car is unreal. You guys, you gotta find someone with a McLaren so you can experience this. That is another type of feeling. There's no other car like this. Insane. Insane.
Alright, so yeah, you get to feel what it feels like from the passenger seat.
Oh yeah. Look at these roads. My gosh. It's beautiful back here. This is perfect for this car.
It's a great feeling, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. That is unreal. That exhaust note is freaking amazing. God, it's just so smooth in the corners. It's crazy. Woo! That's a sharp corner. That's a pucker factor. Right
That is.
there.
Isn't that true?
Oh man.
That is a pucker.
Oh shoot. Man, that's amazing back here, you guys. So what's this part of Maryland called?
This is called Calvert County. This is what we call Southern Maryland. There's 3 counties down here, but they're all still pretty country compared to anything else. We're about 30 miles from the White House right now.
Oh, okay.
And so anything else that's that close is pretty urbanized.
Yeah, I was wondering how far we were from there. Oh, I do not like being passenger.
Isn't that true?
Oh man, this thing's crazy. This thing is unreal. Man, you just tap the brakes and it slows you down just enough and you get right back on it.
That's exactly what it's
That's
like. I said, it's
insane.
a track setup.
Insane.
Scare the dogs.
They're like, there's that Dave guy.
Yeah, that's right. There goes that guy.
So, like, there's a bump up here, and he said it just lifts itself up when it thinks it's gonna hit something, right?
Yeah, it's smart enough to know.
That's awesome.
It's different though riding, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. God, that exhaust note is so amazing. I love hearing the turbos. When you hear the turbos, that's when you know it's game over.
That's right, when you hear them spinning up.
Oh, man. So what's your favorite thing about the car?
So, I think more than the speed, I love how it takes the corners.
Yeah. I could tell, like, yeah, you don't really care about the straight line. You want to hit a corner with it.
Right. Because, I mean, anything can go fast in a straight line.
True, yeah.
But the way this thing can sink into a corner.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now, it's dry out.
Yeah, yeah.
Our tires are warm. It is pretty hardcore.
That's awesome. That is amazing.
Yeah, to take this thing out on the track, you know.
Oh, yeah.
What it's made for.
I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah,
Have you taken it yet?
I have. We've had about 5 track days
Oh,
with
shoot,
it.
yeah.
So we've got it's pretty nice when you buy a McLaren and you tell them you're a racer. They actually invite you to McLaren days.
Oh, okay.
And so they rent out New Jersey Motorsport Park twice a year, and you get invited. And about 20 guys show up, and it's open track.
That's awesome. For dear life, and he's calm as can be. Oh man.
Well, once you've driven it on the track,
oh yeah,
you're going much faster than this.
Yeah.
And so now I know how the track brake works. You know, you probably don't feel it. But
yeah, I don't have a feel for the brake. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Somebody pulling out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these corners are blind when you come around them. Very hilly.
But the car's made for this road.
Oh yeah, this is amazing. Are clinched to the floor right now, Dave.
And they're sweaty too, I bet.
Oh my god. I hate being passenger in this car. It's terrible. Oh man. I can tell you've driven this car plenty of times.
Yep.
You're real confident in the corners with it.
I also know the road.
Oh yeah. Man, this thing just non-stop, just pulls and pulls and pulls.
Oh man, I've never found the end of the pole.
That's insane.
I mean, it's way outside of my capability.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once you get confident with the car and you begin to trust it,
yeah, that's probably the bad thing.
Well,
then you start pushing it.
Well, you got to know, right? That's the good thing about being an old guy is I don't throw a whole lot of ego into it. So
it's true.
I know where my limitations are.
You got the experience,
and the car's limitations are far beyond mine.
Yeah. And
so it's my job as a driver to start walking towards the car's limitations,
right?
Slowly and safely.
Yeah, see me, I'm like straight line, I feel car kick out, I'm like, I feel comfortable, I've had this before, but I do not feel comfortable in the corners at all.
Right.
But even this thing, I mean, it'll scare you, I'm telling you. When it's spun, I'm like, why is this car spinning?
Yeah.
This is a stock car, it should not be blowing the tires off.
Bone stock.
We even had to do it in third gear too, it's crazy. Unreal. Unfreaking real. How long have you had the McLaren?
July last year.
Oh, okay.
So the
almost
fact,
a year.
It's pretty funny. They wanted it delivered on July 20th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On 7/20. those of you that didn't get the joke. Did you look at any other McLarens, or just you knew
Nope.
720? That was it.
That's it. I knew this is what I wanted.
Heck yeah. Freaking awesome.
I decided if I got a 570, I'd be looking at the 720.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd run out of. You would find the limits early in that car, I bet.
Probably. But if
There's no limits with this car.
I can't. Certainly they're
You
they're
have
there,
personal
but
limits before you find the
that's
car's limits.
Exactly right. And I think you get yourself in trouble if you don't know that.
That's true. No. Oh yeah. See, me, I would get in a lot of trouble in this car. I should not have this car. Oh boy.
Somebody's lighting this up. He's in front of us, and he's sitting on that sign up there.
The radar detector is going wild.
I see him
right
sitting
now.
up there on the left, way up on the left.
Oh man, he's just creeping. These other cops are pretty heavy around here too, huh?
Yeah, I don't think they don't not have a.
They don't mess around.
Yeah, I know a lot of them for being county exec down here,
Oh, okay.
but I don't need to go tweaking the tail.
At least you don't know him because you're getting a lot of tickets.
Right? No.
Knows him for good reasons. Oh man. Oh man. How could you get bored of that? I don't know why people mod them. It makes no sense.
Right. This is why I drive this more than the Viper now.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Now the Viper's awesome, and if you want to log a little more Viper to it, you certainly can.
The Viper, I drove the Viper last night. It's so raw. Like this thing. Oh man, I don't even know.
Well, it's refined, right? This is refined.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
smooth. That Viper, it's just loud and angry.
It's loud and yeah.
And that V10 is it's just not.
I love the sound of that V10 though. You can,
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that's beautiful.
If you're a car guy, that's what you're looking for. But there's nothing pretty about it.
See, but that car, the front end is so big. I didn't know how to attack the turns because I'm not used to driving it. So
Right.
this, like even if you haven't driven it, you feel a little more comfortable because it's so shallow in the front end. Like you can kind of dive into it.
So the difference on the racetrack is the Viper is that traditional car, all the weights out front. It's
Right.
got a large nose, and you're sitting on near the back wheels.
Right.
This car, you're sitting on the front wheel, and all the weight's behind you in the middle.
Yeah.
And so when you break it loose, it's far more dangerous.
Oh yeah.
You know,
As we almost witnessed twice.
that's right. That's exactly right.
Frickin' Dave, man, sees a corner, thinks he has to floor it. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Nothing corners like this car.
This is crazy. This should be illegal.
It should be. There is no reason that a regular guy could go buy this car.
No,
It is-
absolutely not.
It is just should not be legal.
Yeah, you should have to pass like a race car driving test.
That's true of so many of the cars in my garage, though.
Oh yeah.
Because the Viper's the same way. A
Oh,
regular
yeah.
guy should not drive a Viper
No,
down the
yeah.
road.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. That was awesome. That was literally the ride of my life. That was insane. I've never witnessed anything like that. I've been in some really fast cars, but nothing compares to that. That was insane. Dave, thanks so much, man.
Man, it was a pleasure to have you here.
Make sure you guys follow Dave, DHR Street Speed on Instagram and YouTube. He's got awesome car collection. A few videos coming from this week, and he's gonna start uploading more once he gets a little more free time. And he races all of his cars. They are not garage queens. They all get exercised on the regular. So make sure you guys follow him. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, Vanby39. We'll see you guys on the next one.